Hey everybody, Patrick here from Purposeful Armament. Peep the new t-shirt. This is a brand new design. It combines two of my most favorite things, which is Waffle House and Purposeful Armament, into one cool t-shirt. Just thought I'd give a shameless plug before we start today's video, which is going to be about the PA shooting complex. So I'm out here right now. I'm going to be doing some training and filming with some different various stuff. And I thought I would take a second to make a video addressing some of the most frequent questions that I have about the PA shooting complex. And we're going to try and do it in one take. So I've been getting a lot of questions in person and, through email and all kinds of stuff about the PA shooting complex. And I think that it's probably time for us to kind of address everything and get everything out on the table. So as of recording this, it is May 31st. So everything is subject to change. Everything can and will change. But as of May 31st, this is the information. So first of all, the PA shooting complex is under the authority of Purposeful Armament. Now, we do not own the property that this range sits on, but we did all of the work. We invested all of the money to get this piece of the property, this section of the property, to the point it's at now and beyond. We currently have 4 bays that are cut. 2 of them are mostly operational. We'll talk about some of the issues and some of the things that we're going to be addressing in the future later in this video. But I just wanted to say that this land out here is owned by the owner of American Arms. They do operate their indoor gun range. Why is this fly all of a sudden? I've been out here for an hour and there's been no flies, no nothing. And then as soon as I start recording, bugs are buzzing. Anyways, the owner of this property owns American Arms. They do operate their indoor shooting range and their indoor gun store here, and they also have their own outdoor range. It is not shooting bays like this. It's not 180 degrees. It's not a movement range. It is bench rest shooting at steel. Nothing wrong with that. It goes out to 200 yards. But I say that because if you have a membership to our facility, it does not give you any benefits to American Arms and vice versa. So if you go to American Arms and you buy a membership there, you don't get access to this facility. And, if you buy a membership here, you don't get access to their facility. There could be situations that we look at in the future where we say, hey, if you're a member of them and a member of here, maybe you could, get some sort of discount. But the way that it kind of all works is that since we invested all of the money to build this place and we've done all of the work for this place, it doesn't, inside baseball, it does make sense from a business perspective for their members to also get access to this range without money coming to us. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So how will money come into PA's pocket from this range? Well, there's going to be a handful of different options. We have memberships that are available for the range. They come in a yearly membership, a monthly membership, and we also have like what we're calling a summer membership. It's really just seasonal dependency. So whenever summer starts and whenever it ends, basically whenever we get a nice long dry season, which we'll talk about why that's the case in a little bit, but yeah, that section we're calling the summer membership, it'll only be for that specific amount of time. So you won't have access to it during the winter or, early spring, kind of that sort of deal. The whole goal of having memberships is so that you guys have access to this range whenever you want within operating hours with no RSO supervision, and you get access to our amenities. We have target stands, we have barricades, we have VTech boards, we have walls, we have 180 degree bays. We have stuff that is useful for people training in a more practical way. And that's what the membership is for. So how do you get a membership? Glad you asked that question. That's been what a lot of people have asked. We have 2 paths. The first path is the easiest path. If you are somebody who has some sort of competitive shooting experience, we need proof of that. So whenever you go to our website, you go to our range and you sign up for a membership, you'll see it at the bottom of the embedded scheduling software. Once you click that and you select your membership, and you're going to pay, there's going to be a little like a little order note section. That section, you need to post a link to your practice score dashboard or to your most recent competition that you have completed. The idea is, whatever the competition is, I don't care if it's bench press shooting, I don't care if it's USPSA, I don't care if it's IDPA, I don't care if it's PCSL, you know, 2-gun, pistol, 3-gun, shot, I don't care what it is. Something on practice score that shows that you competed in this competition, you placed, you completed it within the past year, you didn't DNF, you did not get DQ'd. That is kind of like the best way to show that, okay, you're a competent enough shooter to have access to this facility without overt supervision. So you can put it in the order notes, like I was saying, or you can email it to myself at patrick@purposefularmament.com. You can send it to info@purposefularmament.com. You can send it to support@purposefularmament.com. A link, a screenshot, the competition that is in question, one of them, literally anything. If you don't have a practice score account, you know, there might be a competition that you did that's like an NRA comp or something that might not be on practice score. Please send us some sort of proof or references or some way that we can verify that you went to that competition and you completed that competition without getting DQ'd. That just makes our liability a whole heck of a lot easier. Once you've done that, the first time that you schedule a time to come out to the range, somebody from PA will meet you. It'll either be myself or Tristan. We will come out here for your first time and give you a range orientation. That's basically going to show you, okay, this is the ranges that are usable. These are the bays that are not. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do. This is what you should look out for. This is what you shouldn't look out for. Like all of that kind of fun stuff. Where the amenities are at. You know, how to treat the amenities nicely, right? This is kind of a community-driven place, so don't just destroy our stuff, please. And after that, you're free to come out whenever you want. Whenever you do want to come out, make sure to go to the website again, go to our scheduling software, you know, hit the range tab, go to our scheduling software, and put in the time that you're coming out. It should be the members only range time. Now, it does say $50 because I have to have a price. I cannot make it free because then it'll be free for everybody, and it's a lot harder to manage, right? So the price says $50. When you sign up for the membership and you purchase it, there's two options that you have for that as well. Option number one is it's going to send you a coupon code. Save that coupon code somewhere and use that whenever you're signing up for your range time. It'll knock the $50 off. It'll be free. Or you can create an account on the Acuity scheduling software. That's what we use. You can create an account as long as you're logged into that account and you add that product to your cart and check out, it'll negate it down to $0. So I know that there was some confusion there. I know it's not the cleanest way of doing it, but it is the way that we are doing it. The second option that you have for membership, if you don't have any accolades or any competitive shooting experience, is to come out here and either take a training course from us or take our firearms competency overview. That just makes sure that we can verify that you're competent enough with a firearm that you're not going to hurt yourself or somebody else at the range. That'll be followed by a safety brief. The reason why that second option is less preferred to the practice score competitive shooting option is because that competency class and that whole session is going to be a lot longer of a process for you to get in, as opposed to just showing, hey, I know how to shoot a USPSA match. Because if you can do that and get through all of that without having any problems, you're going to be fine out here. Now, you may have heard I said training. That's another option that PA is going to have. So before you start freaking out about what kind of training or how I don't look like I'm qualified, this is not going to be tactical training. We're not going to be giving you legal advice. We're not going to be showing you how to CCW. We're not going to show you how to clear rooms. None of that bullcrap. It is just straight to the point, fundamental firearms skills. So it's for brand new people who have never shot a gun before or who have very little experience to come out and learn how to use their sights, how to use their trigger, how to build that skill so that they can start training and getting better themselves. It's a good building block. It's a good foundational block. And we'll have that for pistol, rifle, shotgun, and revolver. And that'll be taught by myself and also Tristan. We both have experience showing new shooters how to shoot guns and shoot them effectively. So it's not going to be any crazy level of training. It's going to be a high round count. You're actually going to be shooting your gun as opposed to sitting in a classroom talking about shooting your gun. That is an option that you have. Also, the bays are rentable out here. If you are LEO or military, or you're just a group that wants to come out and shoot for a party, or you just want to come out and shoot with your friends on your own private bay, you can also reserve bays. It's $200 for like a 4-hour slot. So you'll have like a morning slot, you'll have an afternoon slot, and then an evening slot, depending on the like daylight savings time or not, right? Like when the sun goes down, that we kind of can't keep shooting at night. Although we'll have opportunities to do that occasionally. I think that's about it. Oh, I forgot to mention, Tristan and I are also going to be doing what's called firearms experiences. Tristan and I both have a lot of guns, and we have a lot of cool and unique guns. So a firearms experience is going to be an opportunity for you to come out and shoot a bunch of really cool guns that you might not be able to shoot normally, right? Or you might not have access to normally. We come out, we bring the ammunition, we bring the information, we bring the guns, we bring everything. You just have to show up, shoot guns, and have a good time. That was really birthed from just like exchange students in the area where we live. There's a lot of, foreign exchange students. There's a lot of people from companies that come over from, other countries where they don't have access to firearms in the way that we do. And they want that authentic kind of experience in a professional, safe setting. And so we're offering that as well. That is a service that you can provide, or that we can provide you. Finally, competitions. That is going to be one of the big things that we're going to be doing out here. On May 23rd, just like last week, basically, we hosted our first shooting competition, our first Exodus competition in Indiana, and it went very, very well. It was muddy, there were some hiccups and such, but it's kind of how all competitions are for the most part. But it was good. We're planning on hosting 4 Exodus events per year, kind of one in each season. So the next one is already scheduled for September 19th. We also are going to be hosting a lot of other competitions that are not physical brutality style shooting competitions. We're looking into getting into USPSA and PCSL, but to be honest, the affiliation fees that are associated with those, we're not super interested in paying right now, because we'd rather take that money and pour it back into building this range up to be even better, which again, we'll talk about momentarily. But as of right now, we're going to be hosting basically like what are called outlaw matches. So it's just, we're going to be using the same scoring system, the same rules for the most part. It's just kind of going to be like non-official. So we have a revolver and a low capacity semi-auto pistol competition coming up actually July 18th. So if you're in the area and you're interested in something like that, it's not going to be physical. It's going to be very like USPSA style or ICOR style shooting. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have a lot of other competitions that are similar to that going on. And that brings me finally into the future of the range. If you've seen some of our other content, you know that the range is not finished. If you've been out here, you know that this range is not finished. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses about why it's not finished. It's just there were a lot of factors that came into play with a large construction project like this. And the ball was missed. The ball was dropped, however you want to look at it. Now, I do want to say this. We have a lot of big plans. We are going to be graveling. We are going to be fine grading. We are going to be building up the berms. We're going to be doing all of that. I don't mean to sound like hostile by any means, but I've been under a lot of stress with this project, just trying to make sure that it is up to the standards that I know our community wants and the larger shooting community wants. So I do get a little frustrated whenever people are like, oh, are you going to gravel it? Like, yeah, obviously we're not just going to leave the range like this and charge a crap ton of money. I feel as though a lot of people, sorry, I'm going to step on my soapbox for a second, but I feel as though a lot of people just are sort of, the standard is to just kind of like half-ass things and like just not really care. And that's not what we're about here. We missed the mark with what our original deadline and projection was, but that doesn't mean that we're done. You know, we're not finished. We're going to be continuing to build this place up. And so all of the money that we make from competitions, from training, from members, from all of it is going to go right back into getting equipment out here and fixing the drainage, getting equipment out here and fine grading, getting rock out here and graveling, all of that kind of fun stuff. We're going to start with the top bay. We're in the very bottom bay because I like this bay the best. We're going to start with the very top bay, get that one perfect, and then we're going to move to the second bay, get that one perfect, third bay, get that one perfect, fourth bay, get that one perfect. That is the plan, is to go, you know, step by step. Yes, the path out here is going to be graveled, so it's easier to drive back here. Yes, we're going to have the parking area graveled, so it's nice and flat and easier to park. Yes, it is all going to be graveled. Gravel costs a lot of money. Just one of these bays costs about $2,200 just in gravel, and that's with like 3 inches of like depth, like 3 inches of gravel. I don't know if that's 3 inches or not, whatever. 3 inches of gravel, 50 yards by 25 yards, it's like $2,200. So for all of these bays, you know, you're talking about a lot of money for us. So just keep that in mind, right? We're working towards it. This place is going to be great. It is going to be the premier shooting complex in southern Indiana, and probably within the general area, but it takes time. So we're not done. That's the plan. Those are the things that we're doing and the ideas that we're putting in place. Like I said, during the summer, this place is going to be more than usable. It's not perfect by any means, but it's going to be definitely usable. So if you're interested, I would definitely recommend checking out those summer slots for memberships. That will probably be the most cost-effective option for you. So to be honest with you guys, I'm ready to start doing some shooting out here. So keep an eye out for all of that. We've got big plans. We're keeping on chugging along. All of this is a work in progress, but we appreciate you guys, you know, entrusting us with building something like this. Not that we weren't going to build it anyways, but I just want that to be said, that, you know, we're working on it. We're continuing to build up, and we're going to make a really awesome facility out here. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So I would recommend staying connected with us. You know, follow us on all the social media so that you can see the range progression over time, and, you know, just stay tuned. If you're not interested in the condition that it's in right now, we completely understand. We will hold it against you. I'm just kidding. We won't hold it against you. You know, I understand. I'm the same exact way. But, you know, just know that if we're bootstrap, we're self-funding this. This is all self-funded. So yeah, I think that's about all that I want to say, and I think I actually got it all in one take. So I'll see you guys in the next video. You can check out our website for, you know, this cool shirt. It's available there, as well as a bunch of other cool kit and gear, and also a lot of the proceeds from that is anything that we make that's over the operating costs of the website. It's coming to build this facility, right? So we're not pocketing money. We're building this. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and remember, stay armed.